Hello everyone. Am I audible?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. We'll just wait for a few more minutes. Let other students, and then we'll start the session. Hello everyone. Today, this is Solve with us week 9 session. Today we'll be solving some questions on week 9. So shall we start the session?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So I'll be sharing you the questions. Just have a pen and paper with you. Work it out, and you can post your answer in the chat box itself. Okay, in the Zoom chat box. Okay. So is my screen visible to everyone?
Yes, sir. Visible. Yeah.
Yeah. So this is the first question of this session. So I would give you 2 minutes to read this question, and then I'll explain this question. Okay. Is this question visible to everyone?
Yes, sir, but the options are on.
Okay. So just a minute. Now is it clear?
Yes, sir. Okay, sir. Thanks.
Yeah. Hello, am I audible?
Yes, sir. Pardon.
Yeah. So what this question is telling is, suppose f1 is equal to x cube and f2 of x is equal to x. This is the function f1 and this denotes x cube, and this is the function f2 which is x. Okay, denotes the profit of company A and B respectively. So this f1 denotes the profit of company A and f2 denotes profit of company B throughout 1 year. Okay, the beginning of the year is denoted by x is equal to 0 and the ending is denoted by x is equal to 1. So the starting of the year is 0 and the ending is assumed to be 1. Okay, so and the next sentence says that the predicted profits of company A and B of the same year are given by the function g1x is equal to root x and g2x is equal to e power x. So g1x and g2x are the predicted profits of company A and B of the same year. Okay, so the curve represented by the function f1 and g1 is shown in the figure. This figure and this figure. Okay, and this is f1 and g1, and this is f2 and g2. So let us come to the question now. Suppose the area of the region bounded by the two curves, the original curve and the predicted curve, in the interval 0 to 1 is defined to be the error in the prediction. So this area, right, they call it as the error in the prediction. So they're asking what will be the difference between the minimum values of F2 and G2 in the interval. So everyone got this question? So this is the question. What will be the difference between the minimum values of F2 and G2 in the interval 0 to 1? Okay.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. I think this is a numerical question. You can just post the answer in the chat box. The answer would be a number actually. If you guys got the answer, you can post the answer in chat box. Okay. Those who joined late, you guys got this question? Are there any doubts in this question?
Can you explain it once again?
You want me to explain it once again?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So this is the first question. This question says, suppose f of f1 of x is equal to x and f2 of x is equal to x. Denotes the profit of company A and B respectively. So the profits of company A is given by the function f1x is equal to x cube, and the profit of company B is given by the function f2 of x is equal to x. Okay, throughout 1 year. And the second sentence says that the predicted profit of company A and B of the same year are given by the function g1x is equal to root x and g2 of x is equal to e power x. So this is the actual profit, which is f1x and f2x, and the predicted profit is g1x and g2x. Okay, so it is these are the functions of that respectively. The curve represented by the function f1 and g1 are shown in this figure, and the curve represented by the function f2 and g2 are shown in this figure. Okay, so and this is the sub question given. Suppose the area is another extra information actually. Suppose the area of the region bounded by the two curves, the original curve and the predicted curve, in the interval 0 to 1 is defined to be the error in the prediction. So basically this area, right? This area is the error in the prediction. Okay, and the question asks what will be the difference between the minimum values of f2 and g2 in the interval 0 to 1. So they're asking, this is the curve f2 and g2. So they're asking the difference between minimum values of f2 and g2. Suppose f2 has a minimum value a and g2 has a minimum value, let's say b. They're asking the difference between a and b. You're getting my point?
Sir.
Yeah. If you got the answer, you can post it in the chat box. Okay. I got only 6 answers. Everyone got this question, right? So the question is asking the difference between the minimum value of f2 and g2. So to solve this question, you can take this approach. Find the minimum value of f2 in the interval 0 to 1 and find the minimum value of g2 in the interval 0 to 1, and then find what is the difference between those two. So that would be the correct answer. Okay. we'll discuss the answer in 5 minutes. So everyone got this question right? So are there any doubts in this question?
No, sir.
Okay.
Hello.
Hello.
Yes, sir. I wanted to ask you one thing.
Yes.
Sir, what is the relevance of giving the first graph here?
Yeah, there are follow-up questions with this. So we'll
Okay,
have,
okay,
okay.
okay. Sir.
Yeah. So shall we discuss this answer or wait for some more time? Wait for 2 more minutes. Hello.
Discuss it.
Yeah. Everyone solve this question?
Yes, sir.
Okay, just a minute. So yeah, those who solved it, like which approach you took, can someone unmute and tell me? Like actually everyone got the correct answer, those who have solved it. Roshan, did you say 1.2? Actually, the correct answer is 1 actually.
Hello.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Hello?
So we determine the minimum value of x for both the graphs and
Yeah, exactly.
check the difference.
Yeah, that's it. So we have to basically take the minimum values of both the curve and find the difference between them. Okay. So, and there is one more thing. So we can only use this because, for example, see, we know that G2 of x and F2 of x are increasing function. Okay. So if we don't know that, so the minimum value can lie here or something, right? So just a minute. I'll just share my screen. So is my screen visible?
Yes, sir.
Sir.
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah. See. So this is the graph, right? So yeah. So this will be just a minute. Yeah. Like this, right? Correct? So this is given as G2 and this is given as F2, right? Hello?
Yes, sir.
Hello, am I audible?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, this is given as G2 and this is given as F2. What is this F2 function? This is X, right? And this
Yes,
is G2 is e power X, right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So since these two are increasing function, correct? Y is equal to X and
Yes.
y is equal to e power X are increasing function. We know that X1 is greater than X2, then f of X1 is greater than f of X2, right?
Yes, sir.
sir.
So what will be the minimum value in the interval 0 to 1?
0.
0, right? Because
Sir.
if you take any other point other than 0, it will follow this condition, right? So it will be greater value, right? So the minimum value would be at f of 0, correct? So what is the minimum value of this function at x is equal to 0? What will be the minimum value?
1.
1, right? So
Yeah.
g2 g2 of x is equal to 1, and what will be the minimum value of this function
0.
0.
of x is equal to 0, right? At x is equal to 0. Okay. So what is the difference between these two? 1
1.
minus 0 would be 1, right?
Yeah.
Everyone got this question?
Yes, sir.
You see, these ones are simple incremental functions, so we can straight away do this. But I think are we if it is a complex cubic root functions kind of thing, then we should find maximum, minima, and do it. Is it?
Yeah, we have to use that find f dash of x is equal to 0 and f double dash of, we have to use the double differentiator test and then
Yeah.
find it. Okay.
Okay, but that we can't use that method here. I'm just asking to standardize. Is there a standard way that we can use those
See,
approach?
this approach can be used, right? See, since it's increasing function, it is clearly we can clearly see that these two e power x and x y is equal to x are increasing function, right?
No, I understand. These are, it's a overkill if we use those tools here. I understand that, but I'm saying if we use those tools, then the answer won't come, right? Because the differentiation would become for x will become 1, and for e power x will become e power x only. Then, so there is no way that those tools can be applied here, right?
Yes, kind of, yes.
Okay, thank you.
Okay.
Yeah, thank you, sir.
So we'll see the solution now. Yeah, see, we know that as I said, the both of these functions are increasing in the interval 0 to 1. Therefore, the minimum value will be at when x is equal to 0. So again, we are computing g2 of 0, which is equal to e power 0, and f2 of 0 is equal to 0, right? So we can find the difference between f2 and g2 in the interval 0 to 1 is 1. Okay. So shall we move to the next question?
Yeah.
Yeah. So this is the second question. This is a follow-up question. The figure and the things which are given here are same to the previous one. And now they are asking what will be the error in the prediction for company A. As we have seen, this is the prediction curve and the actual profit of company A. And they are asking the error in prediction, which is basically the area of this chart. Okay. So everyone got this question?
Yes, sir.
So before proceeding with this question, just a minute. Yeah, I'll just discuss one point. So you know what is the integration of x power n dx? Is my board visible?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, it's x power n plus 1 by n plus 1.
X
On
power
x plus
by
Yeah,
n plus 1
x
plus c, right? Some constant.
plus yeah.
And what is the integration of e power x?
e p power x c.
C power x, right? Sorry. It is e power x plus c, right?
Yeah,
Sir.
And we know that root x can be written as x power half, right?
yeah.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. I think with these things, you can solve that question. So, and we also know that the integration is nothing but the area under the curve, right?
Sir.
Yeah. So, with this information, try to solve this question. If you guys have any doubt in this question, you can ask. So, everyone got the approach to solve this question, right? Anyone have any doubt in this question?
No, sir.
Okay.
এই এখানে আসবি না, ওপরে যা, মার কাছে যা, মার কাছে যা, যা, মার কাছে যা, মার কাছে যা, এখানে একদম আসবি না।
So can we discuss the answer in 2 minutes? Or
Yes, sir.
yeah.
So I had an issue with accessing the recordings for the previous classes.
Okay. So it is in the calendar, right? I mean,
Yes.
sessions will be live streamed on YouTube, but you're
No, so
talking
this
about the
was the activity on week 5 and 6, which was done a couple days ago.
Oh yeah, I think they're in your calendar.
Yes, so I tried accessing the file, but the video won't load.
Now, did you try?
Even today's practice session is not accessible, sir. It is requesting access. Access denied. It is
Okay.
today's morning, 2
Okay.
o'clock.
Do one thing. You just post it on the Google discussion forum. I'll share the link there. Okay.
Yes, sir, you had shared me the link. That's where I was trying to access, but it's not loading.
Still, it's not loading.
Yeah, it's just like I can't even click on play. It's just stuck like that.
Like, try reloading it or something. Or you can open it. You can open your Google Calendar and then go to the date. I think it is 17th or 20th.
Yeah,
So
I tried from the calendar as well. It's not working.
even then, it's not working.
Yeah, on calendar, if I open it, it just buffers infinitely. Doesn't load.
Okay.
So,
Can you try to download it or something?
no, there's no option to download. I don't think so. That request is granted.
Okay, downloading is not granted.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll do one thing. Maybe I'll just ask her to give the access to download.
Okay. So,
Some students it is loading and some are facing this issue, I guess. Okay, I'll look into it. Just post it on the discussion forum again. I'll just share you the link. Those who don't have that link, I'll just
all
share.
right. Thank you.
Try downloading it tomorrow. If it still doesn't open or something, you just join the office hours. At that time, I'll just solve this query.
All right. Thank you.
Yeah. Okay, thank you. And one more thing, like the video kind of buffers for some time, and after like 2 to 3 minutes, it is again opening for some students. You just like try to wait for 2 minutes or something. If it's still,
I'll try doing that again.
you try doing that. Okay. Then yeah, I'll look into it. Okay.
Okay.
So shall we discuss this answer?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So as I said, the approach to solve this question is we have to find the area between G1 and F1. Okay. So how to get the area between G1 and F1? Can someone tell me?
Integrating.
Integrate both of them.
Yeah. After that,
After that, subtract F1 from G1.
we have to do G1 minus F1, right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So we'll solve this question now. Just a minute. Yeah. Is my screen visible?
Yes, sir.
So what is the function G1? Hello.
Root x.
G1 is equal to root x, right? And
Yes.
what is the second function F1?
X cube.
F1 is equal to x cube. So we'll first integrate this one. So this will be integral of 0 to 1, right? Root x dx. So what will this be? Integral of 0 to 1. What can this be written as?
X power 1
X
by 2.
power 1 by 2.
Yeah, x power 1 by 2, right? X power 1 by 2 dx. So what is this integration? X power n integration is
X power n plus 1 by n plus 1.
n plus 1 by n plus 1, right?
Yes.
So what will this be? X power half plus 1 by
1
half
plus
plus 1,
1.
right? So what will this be?
X power 3 by 2 by 3 by
X
2.
power 3 by 2 by 3 by 2. So this 2 will go here. So this will be 2 by 3
2x.
2
x
Yes.
power 3 by 2,
3
right?
by 2.
Yeah. So that will become 2 by 3 of x power 3 by 2, right? From 0 to 1, correct?
Yes.
So what we have to do now? So this will be 2 by 3 into 1 power 3 by 2 minus 2 by 3 into 0 power 3 by 2, right? Correct?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
So what will this be? 2 by 3 into 1 minus 0, right?
0.
So this will be 2 by 3.
2 by 3.
Now we'll calculate the area of F1. So F1. What is F1 here? X cube, right? X cube dx. So what is the integration of this?
X power 4 by 4.
Yeah, x power 4
4 by 4.
ranging from 0 to 1.
2 1.
So what will this be? 1 by 4 minus 0 by 4, right?
0 4. Yes.
So this will be 1 by 4,
1 by 4.
correct? Now this we got as 2 by 3
2 by 3.
and this is 1 by 4. So we have to subtract. So this will be 2 by 3 minus 1 by 4. So we are taking LCM now. 8 minus 3 by 12, which is 5 by 12.
5 by 12.
Correct? I think everyone got the correct answer. So some gave the answer in decimal. It is not minus 5 by 12, it is 5 by 12. Okay. So yeah. So you have approximated it. Yeah. The almost everyone got the correct answer. So is this question clear? Do anyone have any doubts? Hello? Yeah. Just a minute. So shall we proceed to the next question now?
Yes, sir.
So we'll again see this. So error in the prediction of company A is in area enclosed by the function f1 and g1 in the interval 0 to 1. So the area A1 between the graph f1 and the interval 0 to 1 in the x-axis is given by integral 0 to 1 f1 of x dx. So again they are just integrating x cube in the interval 0 to 1, which turns out to be 1 by 4. And the area A2 between the graph of g1 in the interval 0 to 1 in the x-axis is again they are integrating g1 of x, which is root x, in the interval 0 to 1. So it turns out to be 2 by 3 x power 3 by 2. So in the interval 0 to 1 means we got the value as 2 by 3. Now the area enclosed by the function f1 and g1 in the interval 0 to 1 is a2 minus a1. It is not a1 minus a2, it is a2 minus a1. So we'll get the answer as 5 by 2. So everyone got the solution too? Shall we move to the next question now?
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
So we'll move to the third question now. So again, it is a follow-up question. So these are the options given. The error in prediction of for company A is more than that of B. The second option says the error in prediction for company B is more than that of company A. And C is saying the error in prediction for both companies are equal. And option D is saying the error in prediction for company A and B cannot be compared using the given information. So again, you guys know how to approach this question. So can someone tell me what is the approach that must be taken?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Sir, we will subtract the area under the curve G1 from that area we get in the last question.
Yeah. So this area will get from the last question.
So we will take the difference of both and see compare that which one is less and which one
Yeah.
is great.
Yeah. So basically what we have to do is we have to again now find this area by the same approach that we used in the previous question and compare which is okay. So that will give us the solution of this question. Okay. So everyone got this question? If you have any doubts, you can just ask me.
Sir, there was an announcement today about mock for week 5 to week 8.
Okay.
But I don't see that appearing in my dashboard. Is that the case with everyone, or
I think like it will appear in a day or two, I guess. So maximum.
No, it is there.
It is visible.
It is there.
is
Okay.
it's
So just
I see only mock 5 week 5 6, not 5 to 8. Is that for you guys? You have 5 to 8. Whoever said
Yes, it is mock 6, 5 week 5 to 8.
it is mock 6 week 5 to 8.
Yeah,
It
correct.
is there.
Yeah, can
okay.
you just check it in the mock section?
Yeah, I'm in mock section only. I don't know. Maybe should I log out and log in or something like that? I'm not sure. Yeah.
Is this visible? Is my screen visible?
Just refresh the page. I think that will solve the issue.
Oh, okay. Let me
It is
try.
in the mock section.
Control Shift R.
Is my screen visible?
Yeah, I can see in your screen, sir. Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Let me check. Yeah, after refreshing, it has come. Yeah. Thank you. Thank you.
I request everyone to try to solve this question. So you have to just use the same approach that you did in the previous question and just compare which area is greater, or if they are equal, we just have to compare that. We'll discuss the answer in 3 minutes. So, is it fine, or you guys need more time?
No, sir.
Yeah, then we'll discuss the answer at 8:56. Okay. So shall we discuss this question now?
Yes, sir.
please.
Yeah. So we have already calculated the first area, which was 5 by 12, right? So we'll calculate the second area now. So just a minute. So what is the function? What is f2 of x? Can someone tell me?
It's X.
Okay, f2 of x is equal to x. And what is g2 of x?
E to the power X.
E to the power x. So again, we have to integrate these two separately. So what is integral of e power x dx? In the range, in the interval 0 to 1, right? So what will this integration be?
E to the power x.
E to the power x only, right? So
Yes.
e to the power x in the interval 0 to 1. So this will become e power 1 minus e
E
power
to
0.
the power 0.
So this will be e minus 1, right? This is the area of g2 of x. Okay. So we'll calculate now the area under f2 of x. So it will be from 0 to 1 x dx, right? So what is this integral of x?
X square by 2.
X square by 2, right?
Yes.
So again I'll tell. So x power n integration is x power n plus 1 by n.
N plus 1.
Here n is 1 here. So it is x power 1 plus 1 by 1 plus 1. So we get x square by 2. So it is in the interval 0 to 1. So what will this be?
1 by 2.
1 square by 2 minus 0 square by 2. So this will be 1 by 2. Okay. So now we have to find the difference between these two, right? So what will that be? So it will be e minus 1 minus 1 by 2, right? So this is e minus 3 by 2.
1.21.
Sorry.
1.21 is equals to.
Yeah, this is approximately equal to 1.21. Is it?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So everyone got 1.21?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So the area, I mean the error in the second part is 1.21, and we got the error in the first part is 5 by 12,
0.41.
which is approximately 0.41, right? We
Yes,
can
sir.
clearly see this is greater than this one, right? So which option will be correct then? Option number 2, right? The error in prediction for company B, this is for company B, is greater than, is more than that of company A. So that statement is correct, right? Hello?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So everyone got this question, right? So we'll just see the solution which is given. So which is the same only that we have discussed. The error in prediction for company B is the area enclosed by the function f2 and g2 in the interval 0 to 1. The area A3 between the graph of f2 and the interval 0 to 1 in the x-axis is integral of 0 to 1 f2 of x dx. So f2 of x is x. So if we integrate it, we'll get x square by 2. In the interval 0 to 1, we'll get the value as 1 by 2. Similarly, we'll calculate the area A4 between the graph of G2 and the interval 0 to 1 in the x-axis. We'll get integral of G2 of x dx in the interval 0 to 1. So it will be again G2 of x is e power x. So we get integral of e power x is again e power x. So in the interval 0 to 1, we'll get e power 1 minus e power 0, which is e minus 1. Okay. So now we have to find the area between these two curves. So we'll subtract g2 of x minus f2 of x. So if we do that, we'll get e minus 1 minus half, which is e minus 3 by 2. And we can clearly see that e minus 3 by 2 is greater than 5 by 12, right? So therefore, the error in the prediction for company B is more than that for company. So this question is clear, right? Shall we move to the next question?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
So now we'll move to the fourth question. So this is a function f of x. So f of x is equal to x power 5 by 5 minus 10x power 4 by 4 plus 35x cubed by 3 minus 50x squared by 2 plus 24x. So they're asking what is the local minimum value of f attained at a critical point. Okay. So can someone tell me how to like approach this question?
So first find f dash x
Okay,
and then set it to 0 to find critical points,
exactly.
and then f double dash x, and
Yes.
then put the critical points into the double dash x.
Okay, and then what we have to check the condition?
If it is greater than 0, or f double dash is greater than 0, or if it is less than 0,
Okay, if it is less than, then what we can conclude?
then it
We
is
got the maximum.
yes, sir.
So this is the function f of x is given. So first we have to find f dash of x, and we have to substitute it is we have to equate it to 0 and find the
Critical points.
x values, right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. And then what we have to do? We have to find f double dash of x and substitute the critical points here, right? And check whether they are greater than or less than 0. So as you said, can you tell me what will happen if f double dash of x is greater than 0? Then
It will
what will
be.
happen?
Equal minimum.
It is the minimum value at that
So
point.
we got the minimum.
Yeah, it will be minimum, right?
Minimum.
Yeah. And what will be the condition if f double dash of x is less than 0?
It will
Then it
be
is the maximum
maximum.
value at that point.
Yeah, it will be maximum,
Maximum
right?
value.
Yeah. So with this approach, like try to solve that question. Okay, I'll just share the screen now. So this question is clear to everyone, right? Yeah. I request everyone to solve this question. So yeah, I'll give you some time.
Sir, I have a question. If we
Yes.
got f double prime x equal to 0 or constant, then what will
Then
we
it will be a
conclude?
it will be a saddle point. We can't
Oh,
conclude anything. Okay.
okay, sir.
Yeah.
Sir,
Yeah. Tell me.
sorry, sir. My net connection was unstable. Sorry.
Okay. Okay. So do you want me to repeat this question again?
No, sir. I would just a second ago. It was just a second ago.
Okay. Okay. That is not a problem. If you got the answer, like you can put it in the chat box and try to use this hint. Okay, so a hint is given: x cube minus 10x, I mean x power 4 minus 10x cube plus 35x square minus 50x plus 24. It can be factorized as x minus 1 into x minus 2 into x minus 3 into x minus 4. Okay, so try to use this hint and solve this question. So if you got the answer, you can put it in the chat box.
Hello, sir. I have a doubt.
Yeah, tell me.
Sir, like if in a polynomial function we factorize it and get some factor. So if we plot it in a graph, then how could we get any saddle point? Because if we plot in graph, then either the function is bouncing back or it cut the x-axis. So how could we see that it is a saddle point or not?
Sorry, I didn't get your question. So you are plotting a graph, and then what you are asking?
Sir, I'm asking that we have studied that some points are saddle point and some are critical points, right?
Okay,
So if we plot any polynomial by its factor, either it will bounce back from the x-axis or it will cut the x-axis.
okay.
So how we determine the saddle point?
Like we can use the double differentiation test, right?
So, sir, is it possible that a polynomial function has saddle point?
Uh, it can be actually. I think so. Just a minute. I'll just try to get an example. The quiz 2 syllabus is from week 1 to 8 actually. Hello, am I audible?
Yes, sir.
Yes,
So, what was the question you were asking? So, do any polynomial function have a saddle point or not, right?
Yes, sir.
So, actually, that is out of the scope. What we'll do, see, just remember this: if we get the double derivative test and we got f double dash of x is equal to 0, then we'll say at that point is saddle point. Okay.
But sir, that's not always true, na? Sometimes f double dash x is equal to 0 and function is changing.
Which example you are saying?
1 second, sir. Sir, fx equal to x to the power 4.
Am I audible?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, x power 4 is something like this one, right?
Yes, sir.
See, mostly like we'll say that when f double dash of x is equal to 0, we can't say whether like it has a local maximum or local minimum. So the
Yes,
double
sir.
derivative test will basically say the function will have a local maximum or local minimum, right?
Yeah.
So we can say that it is a point of it is a point of inflection or something. But here in this case, we it will be the global minimum, right?
Yes, sir.
So we can't tell anything about the local maximum or local minimum when f double dash of x is equal to 0. You get it?
Yes, sir. Okay.
Yeah. So I got very few answers. So you guys have difficulty in solving this question, or you guys need more time?
Sir, 2 minutes more.
Yeah, sure.
Sir, we have to take f double dash of x and see if it is positive to get the minimum value, right?
So first we have to, what we have to do is, just give me a minute. So is my board visible?
Yeah.
Yeah. So what we have to do is we have to first equate f dash of x is equal to 0.
Yeah, that's right.
So after we do that, we'll get some x values, right? So let's say that at x is equal to x1, x2, x3, and x4.
Yes.
It's equating to 0. And what now we have to do is we have to again differentiate this function. So we'll get f double dash of x, and
Correct.
it will be a function, right?
Yes.
So after that, what we have to do, we have to substitute f double dash of x1 and check whether it is greater than 0 or less than 0. Okay.
Yes.
Similarly, you have to do it for all these 4. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then after doing for all these 4, what you have to do, you'll get when it is minimum, right? So the question is asking minimum value, right? Or the
Yes.
maximum value.
It's asking minimum. So f double dash of x should be greater than 0.
So in this condition, we can check which values satisfy that condition. Suppose we'll take x2 and x3 satisfy this condition. Now we have to substitute the value of x2 and x3 in the original equation. Okay.
Yeah, got it. Yeah.
Yeah. After this, you'll get the value. So let's say this is 2 and let's say this is 1. If we substitute x2, we are getting 2. If we substitute x3, we are getting 1. Then we'll say at this point, it will be the minimum, local minimum, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Thank you.
No. So some got the point correct. So out of these two, one would be the local minimum, right? Those two points are points of minima, and one of them would be the minimum value. Okay. So try calculating that. And the question is asking what is the local minimum value. It is asking the value. It is not asking at what point of x you get that value. Okay. Sorry, I'll share the question. So this is a question.
So do we have to give the value of both the local minima?
Yeah, you have to find the y value. You have to give me the y value.
Okay.
Let's say at x is equal to 5, you are getting the local minimum. So you have to substitute 5 in this equation and tell me what is the value you are getting. Okay.
Okay, sir, got it.
So you guys need more time. Hello. Shall I wait for 5 more minutes?
Yes.
Yeah.
So can I have one query?
Yes.
What is the difference between this local minimum and the global minimum?
The global minimum would be the overall minimum value of this function, and the local minimum would be like if the function like goes up and down in certain places. and we'll say in that particular region which is the local minimum.
Okay. We have found the roots to be 1, 2, 3, and 4. Within these 4, we will find out the local minima. How to find out the global minimum in that case?
A global minimum, like it is only possible like if we know the function. We have to plot the graph and then find the global minimum.
So algebraically, it is not possible for this graph, for this function.
Like it is not in our scope right now. Like in our syllabus, like right now it is not asked. Okay.
Okay, we cannot find out the global minima.
Yeah, with the things that we have learned. So, but actually, like if possible, like you can plot this graph if you can. So it is just I think you can factorize the f dash of x. It is kind of difficult to plot this graph, but you can also see that this is an polynomial, right? Again, this is a polynomial. We can see as x tends to minus infinity, and this is what is the degree of this?
5.
Yeah. So as x tends to minus infinity, what will happen?
X tends to minus infinity means it is an odd function.
So it will go to minus infinity, right?
Minus infinity, right?
Yeah. So that will be the minimum value.
Okay. The global minimum will be minus.
Yeah.
Okay. But one of the question in the graded, they have asked for the global minimum. So actually, if you look at question number, I think 7 or 8, I don't recall. They have asked for the global minimum.
Okay, then I think you can use the previous week concepts or something like that and find the value. So as I said, in this, like we have found the value, right?
So say any function, smaller function, say x cube minus x square plus x plus 5, something like that.
Okay.
Smaller function. So can you make the global minimum in that case? Algebraically, it is possible without plotting a graph.
So x cube, sorry?
I say x cube minus x square plus x square plus x plus 5 is equal to 0.
Yeah, we can like, we'll just try to factorize it. And again, like we have learned how to draw the graph, right?
Okay,
so
okay,
from
fine.
that also, like we can just solve as x tends to minus infinity, what happens? And we can see as x tends to infinity, what happens? Are there any critical points? What is happening at that critical point also we can see. Okay, from that we can kind of, we have an idea, right? So we have seen in the previous weeks how function behaves. From that you can
in the weeks of I think 4 or 5, I think it has
yeah,
been.
yeah. You can just try to plot the graph, and the global maximum would be the overall maximum value of that function, and the global minimum would be the minimum value of that function. Okay.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah. Yeah. Actually, I'm unable to hear your voice.
Can you hear it now?
Yeah, it's kind of low, but yeah. No, your voice is actually low. Hello? Yeah. No, actually, again, your voice is low. Is it same for everyone? Can someone hear what that person is saying?
Hello.
No, sir.
Hello.
Oh, yeah. I can hear you now, yes.
Okay. So I wanted to ask that the value, the double derivative which we take out,
Okay.
and whatever the critical points and at which we are getting the local minima.
Okay.
So the value of double derivative which we get, the least value amongst them will it be that least value at that particular critical point, will the value of f also be the least for that critical point?
So basically what you have to do is you have to check that you have to substitute the value of x in the main equation and check at which value like the function is the least. Okay.
So
So that
I was asking that suppose we are getting three critical points which are the local minima here.
okay.
So for each of the three critical points, we'll take out the x value, the y
Yeah.
value, and then we'll check at which of these 3 points the minimum value is coming.
Yeah. Yeah. Exactly. So basically, like if we get x is 1, 2, 3, we'll assume that x is 1, 2, 3 is the dash of x is greater than 0. So what we'll do is we'll just substitute x is equal to 1, x is equal to 2, x is equal to 3 in the main equation, which is f of x, and find which among these three gives us the least value. So for example, if x is equal to 2, you got the least value, then what is that value? Let's say it is some 10. So that 10 would be the answer to this question. Okay.
So, here actually, when we took out the double derivative of these three critical points and the least value, the double derivative value among these 3 points was coming out for 2 only. So, does it indirectly mean that for two for 2 only the f value will also be the least?
No, we have to substitute it in the main function and check. Okay. Yeah. So shall I wait for a few more minutes? Like still, I think many are solving, I guess. Do you want me to wait for a few more minutes or shall I continue discussing the answer to this question?
Can discuss.
So continue discussing, sir.
Yes,
Okay.
sir.
Yeah. So just a minute. Is my board visible?
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Yes, sir.
So the function is f of x is equal to x power 5 by 5 minus 10 x power 4 by 4 plus 35 x cube by 3 minus 50 x square by 2 plus 24x. So what is the first step that we have to do?
F prime x.
Yeah, f dash of x is what we have to do? we have to equate it to
0.
0, right? So what is the differentiation of this function?
X to the power 4.
5x power 5 by 5, and this is again 10 into
4.
4x power 4 by 4. Then this will be 35 into 3x cube x. Sorry. Just a minute. 5x power 4 by 5. This is 4x cube by 4. This is 35 into 3x square by 3, and minus 50 into 2x by 2 plus 24, right? So this will get cancelled. So we'll get this equation, right? X power 4 minus 10x plus 35x square minus 50x plus 24, right? So if you can see the hint, what is the factorized form of this one, this function? Can someone tell me?
X minus 1.
Yeah, x minus 1.
X minus 2.
Yeah, x minus 2.
X minus 3.
X minus 3.
And
X minus 4.
So this is the factorized form, right? So when f dash of x is equal to 0, from this it is clear, right? When
Yes.
f dash of x is equal to 0,
At x equal to 1, 2, 3.
x is equal to
1, 2,
1,
3.
2, 3, 4.
1, 2, 3, and 4, right?
Yes.
So we got that f dash of x is equal to x power 4 minus 10x cube, 10x cube, then plus 35x square
Minus 50x.
Okay, minus 50x
Plus 24.
plus 24. Now we have to differentiate this again, right? To find f double
Yes,
dash.
sir.
So what will this be? 4x cube
4x cube.
minus 30x square
Plus 70x.
70x.
minus 50. Now what we have to do? We have to substitute x is equal to 1 and check what is the answer, and x is equal to 2, we have to check the answer. X is equal to 3, check the answer, and x is equal to 4, we have to check what is the answer. Okay,
Yes.
so just a minute. So what do you guys get for f double dash of 1?
Minus 7.
Minus 6, right?
Yes, sir.
7, sir.
Yes. Yeah,
Yes,
actually
sir.
the answer is minus 6. So minus 6 is anyway, it is less than 0, right?
Yes.
Yes.
So so this will be maxima, right?
Right.
Yes, sir.
So we won't consider this one. So f double dash of 2. What did you get?
So 2.
2. Yes. So it is greater than 0. So this can be minima.
Minimum.
So f double dash of 3, what did you guys get?
Minus 2.
Yeah, minus 2, which is less than 0. So we'll not consider this one. So f double dash of 4, what did you get?
9.
9.
6.
Okay. Yeah, 6. Actually, it is coming
Yes,
as 6.
sir. 6.
So it is greater than 0. So 2 and 4 can be the 2 and 4 are the points of minimum. Now what we are going to do, we are going to substitute 2 and 4 in f of x. Okay. So we'll substitute 2 and 4 in f of x. So x is equal to 2 in f of x. What we are getting? What is f of 7.73, right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So what is f of 4? Can someone tell me?
7.46.
7.46. Which of these two is minimum?
F of 4.
F of 4 is minimum, right? at x is equal to 4, the local minimum is 7.46. So the correct answer would be 7.46, right? So everyone got this question?
Yes, sir.
But at x is equal to 4, is it 7.46? I'm not getting 7.46. Maybe.
I think calculation, it must be a calculation mistake. So the answer
Okay.
is 7.46, okay? At x is. So again, now we'll just see the solution which is given.
So, sir, your doubt here, we have two local minima here, right?
Okay. Yes.
So,
We have 2 points of minima. We got 2 points of minima. So out of these two, we have to find which is the least value.
which is the least, is it? Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
We just see the solution also. So we get again, like they're doing the same thing here. So f dash of x is this function, and the factorized form is given in the hint itself. So we got the zeros at 1, 2, 3, and 4. Okay. So now we are finding f double dash of x, which is this function. We have differentiated it, and we are substituting 1, 2, 3, and 4 respectively. So we got the values as -6, 2, -2, and 6. So as these two are less than 0, these two will not be the part of the minima. So these two are the minima, right? 2 and 4. Now what we are doing, again, as I said, we just substitute this equal to 2 in the f of x equation. So we get it as 7.73, and x is equal to 4, f of 4 is 7.46. So the local minimum value of f is attained at the critical point is 7.46. So everyone got this question?
Yes.
So this is the graph of this. So the global minimum, as you can see, is as x tends to minus infinity, this goes to minus infinity. And you can also see as x goes to infinity, this goes to infinity, right? The black curve is the f of x curve. Okay.
Similarly, for this question, you can also find out the local maxima also, na? At x is equal to 1 or x is equal to 3.
Yeah, local maxima also we can find. It can
Between
be,
it can be either at x is equal to 1 or it can be at x is equal to 3.
Yeah.
Similar way you can calculate.
From this graph, we can approximately say like it is 1, but we have to check it again. Okay. So
Sir,
yes.
Sir, why we cannot say the local minima is 7.73?
See, what is the local minimum? At this point, what is the minimum value, right? Hello? At
Yes,
the
sir.
so what will be the minimum value? 7.6 is the least value, right? Compared to 7.73.
Okay.
See, as you can see, the curve, the black line is the curve of the f of x. So as you can see, the curve bends like this, and again it bends here and then goes up, right? So this is the minimum value, right? 4, 7.46.
Okay.
So you got it?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So can we move to the next question now? Hello?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, there are 2 more questions. So this will be the 5th question. Let f of x is equal to 46x plus 22 by 6, and x belongs to 0 to 6. So the estimated area obtained by dividing the interval into 3 subintervals of equal length. Okay, it is divided into 3 of equal lengths. Okay, and the left end points of the subinterval for heights of the rectangle is. So they are asking us to find the Riemann sum. Okay, so before going that, I'll just discuss what is Riemann sum. So yeah, see. So let f is defined from domain D to R be a function defined on some domain D, which is a subset of R. And suppose the interval A to B is contained in the domain. So A to B belongs to capital D. Okay. So let P be the partition of the interval of, we are partitioning the interval A to B into something which is defined as A is x0 less than x1 less than x2 less than xn. This xn is equal to B and x0 is equal to A. Okay, we are just partitioning it, and xi star belongs to xi minus 1 comma xi. So we are defining a delta xi is equal to, we are just subtracting xi minus 1. Suppose we'll say, just a minute. See, so what is the delta is, first we are just partitioning it into some parts and we are finding the difference between these two. So wait, I'll just share my screen now. So we are, let's say this is an interval like 1 to 8 or something. Like we are partitioning it into length of 2. So here delta would be 2. So what will be the partition? So it will be 1, 3 and 5, then 7. So we just assume it as 9. Okay. So okay, 1 to 9. So this will be the interval and the delta would be this one minus this one. So they will be equal. Okay. So 7 minus 5 we get it as 2. 5 minus 3 is 2. Again 3 minus 1 is also 2. Okay. And 9 also will come. This is A, I guess, and this is B. This is A is equal to, this is x naught, and this is xn, which is equal to B. Okay. So is my board visible to everyone?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So from this given information, you have to find the Riemann sum. Okay. So again, yeah, I didn't discuss this point. The Riemann sum of f with respect to the above data is defined as, this is the area, is equal to sum of I is equal to 1 to n. We are just adding all these rectangles, which is f of xi star into xi. Okay. So this will be the Riemann sum. So you try this question. I'll discuss it after a few minutes. Okay.
Sir, can we solve this by integration?
But in this question, like they are asking you to solve using this method. Okay.
Yes, but the answer will be same, right?
Actually, the integration answer will slightly different from Riemann sum. Like if we are dividing it into infinitely small length, then we'll get it as integration. But here the thing is divided into 3 sub-intervals, right? So it might not be matching with the Riemann sum answer. Okay.
Oh, okay, sir.
Yeah. So basically, I'll just again show you the formula. So you can see this will be the formula. Okay. So try using this one.
Sir, please show the solution part of the previous one. I will take a screenshot.
Okay. This one.
Yes, sir. Okay, thank you, sir.
Yeah. We'll discuss this answer in 2 minutes. Okay. Yeah, one more thing, like before leaving this meet, I request everyone to fill the form which is given in the chat box. Okay.
It's not opening.
Which one is not opening?
Feedback one.
Okay, just a minute. Can you try it again, like opening the feedback form?
Now it's opening.
Yeah. So shall we discuss the solution now?
Yes, sir, please.
Yeah. So shall we discuss it? Did someone say no?
We can discuss.
Yeah. Oh. So as I said, this is the Riemann sum. Let f be a function defined from D to R, where D is a subset of R. And suppose the interval a comma b is contained in the domain D. So a comma b is a part of this domain, and let p be a partition of the interval a comma b defined as a is equal to x naught less than x1 less than etc xn where x1 is equal to b, and xi star belongs to xi minus 1 comma x1. Okay, so define that delta xi is equal to xi1 minus xi minus 1. So the Riemann sum of this function f with respect to the above data is defined as sp is equal to summation I is equal to 1 to n f of xi into delta xi. So like since it is divided into 3 sub intervals, so each of that would be of length 2, right? If 0 to 6 is divided into 3 parts, 3 equal parts, then each of that would be of length 2, right?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So what will be the delta xi then? It will be 2, right? Hello?
Yeah, it's
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah. And you can see from this definition, so xi star would be 0, 2, and 4, right?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So this is the xi star and this is delta xi. Now we are just substituting it in the equation. So this is summation. So first we are just finding it individually and then summing it up. Okay. So first we are finding it for 0. So this would be SG of f of 0 into 2. So we are going to substitute 0 in this main equation. So if you substitute 0 in this main equation, so we'll get this value. So which is 46 into 0 plus 22 by 6 into 2, which will be 7.33. Now what we are going to do, we are just substituting 2 in the main equation and multiplying it by 2. So we'll approximately get we'll get 191.33 from the second one. And if we substitute 4 in this equation and multiply it by 2, we'll get 375.33. Okay. So we have to sum it up, right? So this is summation from I is equal to 1 to n. So when we add all these three, we'll get approximately 574. So many got the correct answer. 574 is the correct answer. Okay. So is this question clear with everyone? We are just directly applying the formula. Okay. First we are calculating delta xi and then xi star.
Sir, xi star, the 0 to 4 will be the values for the left side, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
This will be left side, right? So that is what we are considering in this case. So the left side values are 0, 2, and 4. Okay.
Okay, sir, got it.
Yeah. So we'll move to the last question now. So this is the question. So it is given that if x minus y is equal to 1, find the least value of 2xy. So I'll just tell you guys the approach now. What we can do is we can just take y to this side and we can write it as y is equal to x plus 1, right? X minus 1, right? Hello, am I audible?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We can write.
Yes, sir.
Y is equal to x minus 1. So we'll just substitute the value of y here and we'll get a function and we have to find the least value of that function. Okay. So I think this is like after knowing this approach, you can solve it easily. So everyone
Sir,
got yes?
sir, there was a question activity like this. In that question, we have to go with that same approach.
Yeah, like if it is similar to this question, like you can follow the same approach. So you have to
It asked maximum value. It go for the same approach or there will be
yeah.
different
See,
approach.
we know function is given, we can find the maximum and minimum value, right?
Yes, sir.
So instead of minimum, we have to find the maximum in that case. Okay.
Yes, sir. Okay, sir. Thank you.
Oh.
Is
Hello.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, did someone call me?
No, sir.
Okay. So this is the answer to this question.
minus 0.5.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, minus 0.5 is the correct answer. Just a minute. So we'll just solve this question now. Is my board visible? Yeah. So the function is x minus y is equal to 1. We have to find least value of 2xy. So as we got the clue, we can take y is equal to x minus 1 and substitute it here. Okay. So we'll get 2 into x minus 1, right? So this will be 2x square minus x. So what this is our function f of x, correct?
2x square minus 2x.
Yeah, sorry, 2x square minus 2x, correct? So this will be our function f of x. So what we have to do, we have to take f dash of x is equal to 0, right? So what we'll get, what is f dash of x? Hello?
4x minus 2.
Yeah, 4x minus 2, right?
Yes.
So 4x minus 2 is equal to 0. So what is the value of x now?
1 by 2.
1 by 2, right? Now we'll check f double dash of x. So what is f double dash of x? F dash of x is 4x minus 2. What is f double dash of x?
4.
4, right? Which is greater than 0. If it is greater than 0, what is this? Minima, right?
Minima.
So this would be the minima of this function. So what? X is equal to half. So now we'll substitute x is equal to half in that case. So what we get? 2x into x minus 1, right? So this will be 2 into half minus 1. So this will be minus half, right?
Yes, sir.
Which is minus 0.5. Correct?
Yes.
So the minimum value will be at x is equal to 0.5. So f of 0.5 is, so this is f of 0.5. The y value would be minus 0.5. Right?
Yes, sir. Can we also solve it using quadratic equation?
Yeah, we can solve it in many ways. So this is 2 of x square minus 2x, right? So you can also see, like, see, if f dash of x is equal to 0, so we know that this is a parabola, right?
Yes, sir.
You can also use that and find it is a minimum at its vertex.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I approached that.
Yeah, even that is also a correct approach. Even like if we take f dash of x, so it will be an upward parabola. So only at this point the slope will be 0, right?
Yes, sir.
So
So
we can also,
using the formula minus b by 2a.
Yeah.
x is equal to minus b by 2 also we can approach. That is one approach. And the second approach is we get if f dash of x is equal to 0, then x is equal to 1 by 2, right? And we know that in upward parabola, only this point f dash of x is equal to 0, right? Only at its vertex. So we can directly say that at x is equal to 1 by 2 is the minimum, and then substitute it there, substitute it in the equation. We can also do that. So there are multiple approaches to solve this question. Like, but since we are studying the week 9, so this is one of the approach to solve this question. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So this was the last question of this session. So just a minute. Yeah. So this was the last session of the last question of this session. So we'll again see the solution which is given here. So x minus y is equal to 1, which implies y is equal to x minus 1. We did the same. So 2xy will become 2x into x minus 1, which is 2x square minus 2x. So this is the function. Now we have to find the minimum value. So we can find it by the double derivative test. So f dash of x is equal to 0. We just got x is equal to 0.5. And f double dash of x, we got it as 4, which is greater than 0, which is point of minima. So the minimum value would be at x is equal to 0.5. We got it as minus 0.5 as the y value. So the correct answer would be minus 0.5. Okay. So everyone got this question?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. One more time, the fourth question solution.
Sorry?
Yes, I want to see the slide for the fourth question solution.
Yeah. And one more thing, like these slides will be shared to you in the supplementary contents as well. Okay. So you can, like, all the previous solve with the sessions will be shared in your portal itself, I guess.
Most of them are requiring access or request access the messages.
Okay. So you're talking about the fourth question, right?
Yes, solution for this. I didn't get after substituting f of course, I'm getting a different value by
Yeah, you
asking the question wrong.
this equation, like just try to substitute f of 4 in this equation. So it will be 4 power 5 by 5 minus 10 into 4 power 4 by 4 plus 35 into 4 power 3 by 3 minus 50 into 4 power 4 square by 2. We have to substitute 4 in this equation and check what is the value. So the value turns out to be 7.467. Okay.
I'm still getting 11 for that 11.5. Instead of 7.4.
Instead of 20, I think you could have taken 24 instead of 24x. Just try it. The answer is coming to be 7.467. Okay.
Oh, that's a mistake. The last one instead of 24, I think I'm 25.
Yeah, that might have been an issue. So yes.
Okay.
Yeah. So any doubt in these questions, or shall we wind up the session? And one more thing, like before, ending this meet, I request everyone to fill the form which is given in the chat box. Okay. So before leaving this meet, I request everyone to fill that form.
Sir,
Yes.
can you please take a question from week 8?
Week 8. Which question? Is it activity or practice?
Sir, graded assignment, question 4.
Okay, just a minute. Hello. Hello.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So you are asking this question. Hello.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. This one.
Okay. So which Option are having doubt.
Sir, I don't know how to approach it, like how to start with this question.
This is like kind of simple, right? Like we know that limit x tends to 0, sin x by x is 1, right?
Yes, sir.
So, and at x is equal to 0 also, this is 1. So, LHL is equal to RHL is equal to f of 0. So, we get this function as continuous, right?
Yes, sir.
And we also like it is differentiable at x is equal to 0, and the if we differentiate, the value would be 0, right? You're getting it? Okay.
No, sir. How come it's like differentiable?
You do one thing, like, can you join the tomorrow's morning office hours? Like, I'll discuss this question in detail there. Like, since it is 10:20 now, like, is it possible to join tomorrow's meet or post it in the Google discussion forum? I'll just write the detailed answer and give it to you there. Is it
Okay,
fine?
sir. Yeah, sir.
Yeah.
Yeah. Thank you, sir.
So just one more. How to use the GeoGebra for this fifth question, sir? Is it easily? Can we verify GeoGebra?
Sorry.
For the Riemann sum, sir.
Okay.
Can we use that graphing tool, online graphing tool, GeoGebra? That is a site. No?
See, but in the exam, like, you can't use the graphing tool, right?
Okay. Just to verify the answer.
See, you have to, like, even you can't integrate because the value might differ. Okay, if you integrate it. So, like, Riemann sum, like, before finding integration, like, before coming up with integration, like, a Riemann sum was used to calculate the area, and then, like, if we divide the strips into infinitely smaller parts, then we'll get the integration. So, integration will give you the exact result, but Riemann sum will give you the approximate result. So, to learn this concept, like, we are learning the Riemann sum.
Yes,
So,
now what we studied.
Yeah. So it's better, like, if you use the formula to calculate it, so that, like, there won't be any difference in the options. Like, you can calculate the area using integral and get some answer. Like, it may also be given in the option, but when using Riemann sum, we'll get a different answer. So that might be correct. So even then you might lose marks. So that's fine. Okay. If it is given solved using Riemann sum, like, we'll do that.
Yes.
Yeah. So shall we end this session now?
Actually, sir, using integration also, there is a huge difference.
Yeah.
The problem which you have shown, if you integrate between 0 to 6 function.
Yeah, there will be difference because
lot of if you integrate this function
from
0 to 6.
Yeah, there will be huge difference because because we are dividing it into 3 intervals. We are dividing it into 0 to 4 and 4 to 6. So there will be extra area which will be calculated. So therefore there will be huge difference. Okay.
Okay. I think that's not recommended actually.
Yeah. See,
integration will always give you the right figure.
Exact answer. Yeah, it will give the
for the exam purpose we have to calculate.
Yeah, for the exam purpose, they are asking you to calculate by this way. So if we use this way, then we have to, if the question is asked, calculate using this way, we have to calculate using this way.
In another session, there was one, I was looking into one video, a session in which they are taking the limit value n tends to infinity if I divide it by n. So we can go by that approach also. 40, then divided x into n number of sub intervals which n tends to infinity. That also we can do, na?
Then we'll get the integration one. Okay.
Yeah, that will get into integration. Okay. Thank you very much, sir.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Given the feedback form and signed.
Yes, sure.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.